Hello, friend. I'm glad you're here tonight. You don't have to do anything now except breathe slowly and let the world grow quiet around you. As your body settles, your mind begins drifting toward something soft, deep, and endlessly peaceful, the universe itself. Because before you fall asleep, you're going to hear something rare, something gentle, 100 calming truths that reveal how soft and patient the universe really is. Not loud, not chaotic, just calm enough to let your thoughts loosen one by one. So let yourself relax, as if gravity itself has softened around you. Let the weight leave your shoulders. Let your breath settle into a slow rhythm, like a wave returning to shore. You're safe here. You're held here. There's nothing you must solve, nothing you must fix. Only quiet, only warmth, only the gentle pull of curiosity guiding you deeper into the softness of the universe. And as you drift, remember something beautiful. You're not outside the universe looking in. You're part of it. Every atom in you once glowed inside a star. Every breath you take carries a story billions of years old. You don't just live in the cosmos, you're made of it. And if this calm space feels comforting, you're always welcome to return to this quiet corner of the gentle physicist, a little home in the universe where wonder stays soft. So tonight, as your thoughts drift a little slower and your eyes grow a little heavier, we begin. Here is calming fact number 1. A gentle truth about the universe before the first light ever shined. Imagine a universe before light itself dared to shine. There were no stars, no colors, no sound, only a quiet, infinite stillness. Space had not yet stretched its limbs. Time had not begun its count. Everything that would ever exist rested inside a single breath that had not yet been taken. It was calm, dense, and endless. There was no fear here because there was nothing yet to fear, just the soft hum of potential waiting to awaken. If silence could dream, this would be its dream. A dream of warmth forming inside the cold, of movement gathering beneath stillness. Energy curled within itself, pressing softly against the boundary of nothing, like a heartbeat about to begin. It wasn't a bang waiting to happen. It was a pause held forever, a deep inhale before the universe would exhale its first light. Within that silence, every atom of your future slept. The iron of your blood, the oxygen you breathe, the gold that one day would circle a finger in some far century. All of it existed here, in the quiet cradle of before. Nothing moved, but everything was preparing to become. And then, as if the dark finally decided to remember its own brightness, the stillness trembled. Time opened one eye. The void rippled gently. What followed was not destruction, but release. A long, slow sigh from the center of everything. You can almost hear it now if you listen between your thoughts. The memory of that moment when silence first learned to glow. The beginning wasn't loud. It was graceful. It was peace choosing to move. And somewhere in that first motion, a universe began to breathe, not an explosion. A slow exhale of existence. In the beginning, there was only tension, a silence so dense it could no longer hold itself. Then, softly, the universe released. It wasn't violence that followed, but freedom. The tiniest spark became the rhythm of time, space stretched, smooth and gentle, unfolding like a sleeping body waking for the first time. Matter and energy began their quiet dance. Not chaos, but choreography. Every pulse of expansion carried a whisper. Grow, reach, continue. Imagine warmth spreading through darkness, not in a flash, but in a slow heartbeat that never truly stopped. Every atom that would someday form oceans, mountains, and skin began to hum its first tune. The Big Bang wasn't a bang at all. It was the universe learning to breathe, an endless inhale and exhale of creation. Energy filled the void, not as fire, but as comfort, a soft flood of motion that painted the emptiness with purpose. There was no center, no edge, only expansion in every direction, equally calm, equally infinite. It was like soundless music, played by the strings of light themselves. Each particle carried memory, a record of that first breath, still echoing through you now. Billions of years later, that same breath flows through galaxies and veins alike. Every time you inhale, you're echoing that original motion. You are part of that first expansion, that quiet decision of the void to become something more. The universe didn't begin in chaos. It began in grace. And somewhere between those first ripples of energy and the darkness that followed, balance was born, the peace between stillness and motion. The first breath never ended. It just slowed, softened, and became everything we see. Light didn't burst, it blossomed. For billions of years, the universe had been wrapped in darkness, a warm, invisible ocean where energy floated free but unseen. Then slowly, like dawn through mist, the first stars began to stir. Gravity gathered clouds of hydrogen and helium together, folding them inward until the pressure was too great to hold. And in that moment of surrender, light bloomed. It wasn't loud or sudden. It was patient, the universe opening its eyes for the first time. Tiny flickers appeared across the cosmic sea, small sparks that shimmered like distant lanterns in endless night. Each one burned quietly, sending out soft waves of warmth that painted the dark with gold and blue. For the first time, shadows existed, and with them came contrast, a way for beauty to be seen. Imagine watching this from nowhere, from silence itself. The stars breathing in rhythm, one by one, until the black sky glowed like a slow heartbeat. This was not chaos. It was calm creation, the universe whispering itself into color. Every atom of light that touched the void carried a promise that even in the deepest silence, brilliance waits to bloom. Those first stars lived short, fierce lives. When they died, they scattered their light as gifts, carbon, oxygen, and iron, the seeds of everything that would follow. From their ashes, galaxies began to grow, and the darkness was forever changed. You were not yet imagined, but the light that would one day touch your eyes was already on its way. Every sunrise, every candle, every star you've ever wished upon began here, in the universe's first attempt to see itself. The dark was never empty. It was simply waiting for light to remember its name. The universe isn't expanding, it's breathing. From that first breath, space began to stretch, slow and steady, like lungs filling with quiet air. Galaxies drifted apart, yet remained connected by invisible threads of gravity, a cosmic rhythm echoing through time. Every movement carried music, though we couldn't hear it. Waves of energy rippled outward, turning the silence of creation into a silent symphony. Each photon traveled like a note, composing harmony across billions of light years. The tempo never rushed. It pulsed with patience. Space didn't explode, it exhaled. Stars drifted in elegant arcs. Planets spun to a rhythm older than sound, and dark matter hummed beneath it all like a bass line no ear could catch. Expansion isn't chaos, it's grace. It's the universe learning balance between stillness and motion, distance and connection. every second you exist, space grows wider, softer, deeper, and you expand with it. The atoms in your body drift apart by fractions of millimeters each year, breathing in sync with galaxies you'll never see. If you listen carefully, you can almost feel it, that vast, patient rhythm gently stretching reality itself. The universe does not hurry. It sings in silence, and we are the quiet notes between its pauses. Gravity, the quiet sculptor of everything, invisible yet inevitable, it shapes the very structure of existence. While expansion pushes galaxies apart, gravity pulls them close again, weaving an endless tapestry of balance. Like the hand of an unseen artist, it gathers dust and light, gas and shadow, spinning them into stars, planets, and orbits. Imagine threads of invisible silk stretching across infinity, delicate yet unbreakable. Each strand connects galaxies into clusters, clusters into webs, and webs into the architecture of the cosmos. These are the filaments of creation, glowing faintly in the deep, holding everything that ever was. You are suspended within this fabric. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, every thought, all are moments woven into that same design. Gravity isn't just a force. It's the reason the universe has form, the reason light bends, the reason atoms cling together long enough to become you. It doesn't rush or shout. It waits, gently pulling chaos into shape. Without it, there would be no stars to wish upon, no worlds to walk, no warmth to hold. Gravity is patience made visible, the universe's way of reminding us that connection can exist even across emptiness. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember, what you're seeing isn't randomness. It's a web of grace, stitched by silence itself. The universe folds light like paper. In its early youth, clouds of hydrogen and helium gathered, spun, and collapsed into glowing hearts. Billions of these clusters became galaxies, spirals, ellipses, irregular dreams of structure drifting through the dark. Each galaxy, a poem written in stars. The first galaxies were small, trembling sparks, learning how to hold shape. Over time, they merged and grew, sculpting themselves through the gentle push and pull of gravity. Stars gathered like fireflies around invisible centers, black holes forming at their hearts, anchoring their swirl. Imagine this vast origami, space folding and refolding, bending light into shape until entire worlds took form. Some galaxies twirled gracefully, others stretched like rivers of diamonds across the black. From afar, they looked frozen, but inside them burned constant motion, billions of suns, each breathing, each giving warmth to new beginnings. And among those folds, your story was hidden, an ancient design unfolding slowly through time. Galaxies are not just distant wonders. They are memory, architecture, and song, the handwriting of creation written across an endless sky. Each one whispers the same truth. Beauty doesn't need speed. It needs stillness, patience, and a place to unfold. If silence had a shimmer, it would be this. Billions upon billions of stars now filled the sky, not as noise, but as rhythm. Every point of light a heartbeat, every glow a lullaby. Together, they turn darkness into ocean, light rippling gently across the cosmic sea. From afar, the universe looked alive, waves of color and heat drifting in graceful motion. Yet beneath that brilliance was quiet, a stillness that hummed with meaning. Each star lit not to be seen, but simply because shining was its nature. You could drift in that light forever. Feel the warmth, not on your skin, but in your mind. Each shimmer tells a story older than time, of fusion and balance, of calm persistence. The light travels for billions of years, never rushing, never tiring, until it reaches your eyes. A message from the beginning saying, you belong to this peace. In this sea, nothing competes. Every glow enhances another. The stars exist in harmony, not conflict. A reminder that even infinite distance can be part of one luminous whole. If you could float among them, you'd hear no sound, only the rhythm of existence, a serene pulse of light through quiet space. The cosmos doesn't shout, it glows. Without night, no star could shine. As light filled the sky, so did darkness, not as its enemy, but as its companion. The universe learned early that brilliance needs contrast, that beauty requires rest. The first darkness was not absence, it was balance. Between each glowing star lay silence, a pause that gave meaning to brightness. The dark wrapped around galaxies like velvet, soft and deep. It gave light its edges and peace its depth. Darkness in the cosmos is not to be feared. It is the calm cradle that holds everything in place. It is the pause between breaths, the moment between thoughts, the stillness between heartbeats. Without it, the stars would blur, their meaning lost. When you close your eyes at night, you are repeating the universe's first act of balance, choosing rest over radiance, silence over sound. The night sky above you is not empty. It's full of everything that allows light to exist. Even black holes, those deep wells of nothingness, serve creation, recycling matter, curving light, shaping the geometry of galaxies. Darkness gives the universe form. It is the space where possibilities sleep. So let yourself fall into it, softly. The dark is not the end. It's the beginning shadow. Everything glows where chaos slows. As the cosmos matured, balance began to form between expansion and structure. Stars and galaxies found rhythm, and energy settled into harmony. The violent collisions softened. Gravity began to guide instead of clash. Light no longer scattered wildly, it flowed. Nebulas shimmered like watercolor clouds, blending blues, purples, and pinks in endless calm. Radiation quieted into background warmth, a cosmic hum still whispering through the air around you right now. That faint vibration, that microwave echo, is the afterglow of creation's peace. The universe learned to glow not through force, but through balance. It discovered that even chaos can become art when slowed by time and patience. Galaxies danced in spirals of light. Stars pulsed with rhythm. Matter found its melody. When you gaze at the night sky, you're seeing perfection earned over billions of years, a symphony that found its tempo. The glow you see now isn't burning, it's breathing. Every photon moves slowly enough to be kind. The lesson the cosmos teaches is simple. Peace doesn't come from stillness alone. It comes from rhythm, from the harmony between movement and pause, expansion and rest. And that same rhythm lives in you. You are made of that first breath. Every particle that sparked at the dawn of time still flows through you. The hydrogen in your cells, the calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, all of it was born in stars that burned before Earth ever dreamed of existing. You are not separate from the universe's story. You are one of its chapters. When you breathe, the cosmos breathes with you. When your heart beats, it echoes the same pulse that stretched the first atoms apart. You are not looking at the universe, you are looking through it, from within it. You are starlight, slowed down into thought. The peace you feel while listening isn't new, it's recognition. The atoms that once drifted in silence now rest within your body, remembering their origin. You were there when time began, not as consciousness, but as possibility. So as you lie still, let that awareness soften everything. You are the glow between galaxies, the silence between stars, the calm continuation of a story that began with wonder and never stopped expanding. The universe does not end where your skin begins. It continues through you, a quiet, infinite connection that never fades. You are not small. You are the echo of creation, the living breath of the first light. Rest in that truth. You are home. Every star you see is telling you a story, not in words, but in light, the purest language the universe ever spoke. When that light reaches your eyes, it has already traveled for thousands, sometimes millions of years. It began its journey long before you existed, before your ancestors dreamed, before the earth cooled enough to know seasons. Yet here it is, gentle, constant, patient. Each flicker carries memory, a memory of pressure, heat, collapse, and rebirth. A story of atoms meeting, fusing, transforming. Every sparkle in the night sky is a library of history written in photons. Stars are timekeepers, silent witnesses to ages passing in rhythms we can barely imagine. When you gaze upward, you're not looking at a sky filled with dots. You're looking at a map of time. Some lights you see tonight no longer exist. They've died quietly, leaving their glow still traveling through the dark, arriving late like an echo of a farewell whispered long ago. And yet, that light comforts us. It tells us that even after something ends, its presence can remain, shining, meaningful, quietly alive. Stars remind us that permanence is not necessary for beauty, that existence, even brief, can leave light that lasts. So as you breathe slowly, imagine each star speaking softly to you. I was here, it says. I lived, I burned, I gave. And in that whisper, you realize that the universe is not cold. It's full of stories written in warmth. Every light you see was once just dust deciding to glow. In the silent corners of the galaxy, vast clouds of hydrogen drift aimlessly. For millions of years, they seem to do nothing, quiet, invisible, forgotten. But gravity is patient. It gathers, it pulls, it persuades. Slowly, the dust begins to come together, swirling into folds, spirals, and knots. Inside these dense clouds, temperature rises, atoms collide, pressure builds. The cloud begins to shimmer, not yet visible to us, but alive with possibility. Then, in a single moment, so slow that even eternity would call it gentle, a new star is born. There is no explosion, no chaos, only ignition, the soft blooming of light from what was once darkness. The first breath of fusion fills the void with radiance. To think that something so mighty begins in silence humbles the mind. These stellar nurseries are not wild or violent. They are peaceful. They are creation itself, unfolding as a whisper. The same pattern lives within you, from the dust of your beginnings. Chaos, confusion, uncertainty. Something luminous emerges. You too were once a quiet possibility waiting for warmth to gather, and when it did, you began to glow in your own way. Let that thought settle into your chest. Creation doesn't shout, it hums. And every hum begins with stillness. Some lights live fast, others forever. Among the stars are giants, luminous beings so large their gravity bends imagination. They burn with such intensity that a single moment of their radiance could outshine millions of suns. But their brilliance comes with a cost. They live quickly, spending their energy in a cosmic heartbeat. And yet, Even in that speed, there is grace. These gentle giants do not rage, they radiate. They pour warmth into the darkness, giving birth to elements that will one day form planets, oceans, and living hearts. Their endings are not tragedies, but transformations, bursts of generosity where all they have becomes everything else. When they die, they scatter gold, iron, and carbon across the void. They become the seed of new creation. So when you look at the brightest stars, do not see them as dying. See them as giving. They remind us that the purpose of light is not to last forever. It's to illuminate while it can. The giants of the cosmos are teachers of impermanence, showing us that intensity and peace can coexist. Even in their final moments, they do not resist the end. They surrender beautifully, trusting that what comes after will carry their glow forward. Blue burns calmest, red lives longest. Stars are more than white pinpoints. They are colors, emotions painted across time. A blue star burns fiercely hot, its surface millions of degrees, glowing like the universe's own heartbeat. Red stars, older and cooler, pulse gently, their light tinted with wisdom. Each hue tells a story. Blue speaks of youth and vigor. Yellow, like our sun, hums with steady life. Red murmurs the patience of age. When we gaze upon the stars, we are looking at the spectrum of existence itself. From the restless to the serene, from the beginning to the nearing end. And yet none of them compete. They simply shine in their way. The sky is a reminder that brilliance doesn't come in one temperature, one pace, or one form. It comes in diversity, in harmony. Just like people, each of us radiating a different shade of being, none brighter or lesser, only unique. So as the light of distant suns reaches you tonight, let it teach you this. Even fire can be gentle when it knows its place in the great rhythm of everything. Two suns, one rhythm, the galaxy's heartbeat. In the vast silence, not every star drifts alone. Many are bound together in pairs, orbiting a shared center, locked in an eternal waltz. They move in perfect balance, circling endlessly, never touching, never drifting apart. These binary stars mirror companionship itself, independent yet intertwined. One brightens, the other reflects. When one grows dim, its partner's gravity steadies it. Their connection isn't visible at first glance, but their dance shapes the space around them. Such balance speaks to us. It tells us that love, like gravity, doesn't demand. It harmonizes. It doesn't rush. It endures. If you listen carefully to the hum of their orbit, you'll hear something familiar. The rhythm of two heartbeats finding the same pace in the dark. Stars don't just shine, they sculpt. Their light carries particles, rivers of energy flowing across billions of kilometers. These stellar winds push and shape the dust around them, carving clouds into intricate forms. Entire nebulae are born this way, art painted by invisible breath. Every motion is connected. A star's quiet exhale can give birth to another. One wave of radiation can ignite a cloud half a galaxy away. The stars remind us that creation doesn't need control, only flow. The universe grows not by force, but by cooperation. Even winds born of fire can give shape to serenity. As you breathe, think of this gentle exchange. The air leaving your lungs may one day feed a tree. That tree may shelter another life. Like stars, you too sculpt unseen worlds simply by existing. A star's death is just a new dawn in disguise. When a star's fuel runs low, it begins to change. Its light dims, its surface trembles, its layers peel away in slow, graceful spirals. Some collapse into white dwarfs, small, dense embers still glowing faintly for billions of years. Others die in supernovas, vast releases of beauty disguised as destruction. To the universe, death is not failure, it is renewal. The matter flung from these dying suns becomes the soil of future galaxies. The calcium in your bones, the oxygen in your breath, all of it once belonged to a star that surrendered its final light willingly. In that way, you too are made of endings that became beginnings. Every breath you take is borrowed starlight. Every heartbeat is cosmic echo. So rest easy. Nothing truly fades. It only changes its form of shining. The gold in your veins was born in a sun's goodbye. In the final breath of dying stars, temperatures rise so high that heavy elements are forged in moments of unimaginable heat. Then they scatter across galaxies, riding shockwaves and drifting through eternity until they find a home here, in you. Every atom in your body carries cosmic ancestry. You are stitched from the same material as planets, stars, and nebulae. You are, quite literally, the universe remembering itself in human form. The next time you hold something golden, think of that. It was once molten inside a star's heart. Every shimmer of metal is a souvenir of cosmic generosity. And when you close your eyes, know that your blood hums with that same quiet light. You are not separate from the stars. You are one of their final, most beautiful creations. What dies becomes what shines. From the ashes of collapsed stars, vast clouds of gas and dust swirl again, reforming into something new. Out of remnants, nebulae bloom, glowing with color and motion. Within them, gravity begins its patient work once more. A new generation of stars is born. The universe wastes nothing. Every particle finds its way back into creation's rhythm. It is a slow, infinite heartbeat. Contraction, expansion, rest, renewal. In that cycle lies a truth that reaches beyond science. Destruction and creation are not opposites. They are the same motion at different moments. So when your life feels like it's breaking apart, remember, even the universe had to fall into dust before it could shine again. Somewhere, a star burns just like your heartbeat. The same energy that fuels galaxies hums within you. The same atoms that built suns drift now in your skin. You are not an observer of the universe. You are an expression of it. When you breathe, the cosmos breathes. When you rest, it pauses with you. The rhythm of your existence is written in the same quiet mathematics that governs the stars. You are a flicker of infinity made small enough to feel, a spark of ancient fire learning to dream. So let your thoughts slow, let your eyes close. The universe is vast, but tonight it is gentle. You are safe in its glow. You are light, breathing, becoming, belonging. And just like the stars, you shine too. Before sound, before light, there was gravity, the first whisper of intention. It does not shout, it simply gathers. Dust drifts toward dust. Stars spiral into clusters. Galaxies stretch like threads pulled by invisible fingers. Every orbit, every fall, every sway across the cosmos is its quiet language. Gravity is not a force of domination. It is an invitation to belong. The moon leans toward Earth. Earth leans toward the sun. And you, without noticing, lean toward the ground that keeps you safe. In this endless attraction lies the architecture of stability. When you look up, you're also looking down into that bond. Picture space as silk, curved by the weight of stars. Each dip in that fabric is gravity's signature, a patient sculptor shaping motion into form, Even time bows to it, stretching near massive hearts of matter. The lesson hidden in this pull is simple. Everything that exists is reaching for something else. Even the loneliest photon feels the urge to belong. Gravity does not hurry. It keeps eternity in balance. So when life feels scattered, remember this cosmic truth. To be drawn toward something is not weakness. It is the universe reminding you that connection is creation, and falling sometimes is just another way of holding on. Where gravity holds, magnetism guides. It moves unseen, threading the dark with rhythm. Every planet, every star hums with magnetic music. On Earth, that hum becomes protection, a shimmering shield that bends solar winds away from the fragile breath of life. High above, auroras bloom in its wake, curtains of color rippling like sighs across polar skies. Magnetism is the artist of alignment, the unseen brush shaping cosmic dust into order. Deep in stellar hearts, fields twist and churn, driving flares and winds that sculpt new worlds. Between galaxies, magnetic lines stretch like harp strings, vibrating softly through the vacuum. If you could hear them, they would sound like balance itself. This silent current is not chaos, it is conversation, charged particles speaking in arcs of light. Even within you, tiny magnetic fields pulse, mapping thought, memory, and motion. The same force that bends a compass needle also nudges the heartbeat of stars. To listen is to sense direction beyond sight. When the sky glows green and violet, it is the universe revealing its invisible handwriting. Let that calm you. The cosmos is not wild. It is disciplined energy flowing where it must. What seems random is choreography, and every spark follows a purpose drawn by the silent architect of magnetism. Time is the most delicate builder of all. It has no body, no brightness, yet everything it touches takes shape. Stars age, planets cool, civilizations rise and fade, all carved by time's patient hand. Near black holes, it stretches thin, pulled like taffy by gravity's grip. In distant voids, it drifts slow and unbothered. Every second you feel is an echo from creation's first rhythm. Light leaves a star, travels for billions of years, and finds your eyes as though the journey never ended. You are seeing the past replay itself in the present. Time is not running away. It is unfolding, layer by layer, revealing design through decay. Even silence ages. Rocks remember, fossils whisper, photons tire. But time never mourns what it changes. It celebrates continuation. In its flow, endings become beginnings with no border between them. The universe is not a story told once. It is a sentence rewritten endlessly in the same breath. When you worry about moments slipping away, remember this: nothing truly vanishes. It simply moves to another tempo. Time is the sculptor that never rests, shaping galaxies, thoughts, and dreams with equal care. Its art is impermanence, and through that impermanence, everything endures. Between the lights we see lies the structure we cannot. Dark matter, unseen and untouchable, cradles galaxies in invisible arms. It neither glows nor reflects, yet its gravity binds the cosmos tighter than any visible thread. Astronomers know it only by its influence. The way galaxies spin faster than they should, the way clusters hold when physics says they should fall apart. Dark matter is the frame beneath the portrait, the scaffolding behind the beauty. It teaches that not all strength shines. Around you, within you, invisible support holds everything steady, from magnetic fields to kindness unspoken. Dark matter is that same quiet strength on a cosmic scale. Imagine a web of ghostly filaments stretching across creation, each intersection a cradle for starlight. That is where galaxies form, hung like dew on strands of gravity unseen. It is humbling to realize that most of the universe hides from sight, yet its hiddenness is not absence, it is grace. It reminds us that what matters most often lives beneath awareness: trust, love, gravity, time, all unseen, all real. In that understanding, fear dissolves. The dark is not empty. It is the gentlest embrace the universe can offer. If dark matter holds things close, dark energy lets them go. It is the quiet sigh that stretches space itself, urging galaxies apart, expanding the fabric of existence. Scientists once believed the cosmos would slow and fall inward. Instead, it quickened, as though the universe exhaled after eons of holding its breath. This outward drift is not violence, but freedom, the endless room for everything to keep becoming. Dark energy is paradox, motion born from emptiness, acceleration from stillness. Yet within that paradox is peace. The stars are not rushing away from you. Space is simply making room for their stories to continue. Each moment you live adds to that expansion, a ripple of awareness widening the cosmos by an invisible fraction. Dark energy hums beneath silence, the lullaby of infinite openness. It reminds us that growth can be gentle, that release is not loss. When you breathe out, you echo it, a small universe expanding within a larger one. There is no edge to this motion, only calm unfolding. The night sky is not retreating. It is stretching, offering space for new light to bloom. Imagine the universe as a single woven tapestry, threads of matter stretching across a limitless loom. Where these threads intersect, galaxies ignite like beads of fire. Between them lie vast voids so immense that light itself seems to hesitate. This is the cosmic web, the universe's grand architecture, invisible yet foundational. Each filament is spun from dark matter and gas, drawn together by gravity's patient pull. From a distance, it resembles a neural network, or the branching of rivers, or even the delicate veins of a leaf. Creation repeats its geometry, whispering the same design in every scale. The web is not static. It trembles with motion. Galaxies slide along filaments as if following secret rails, feeding on streams of gas that keep them alive. When we map it, we glimpse organization hidden within what once seemed chaos. The symmetry is hypnotic, reassuring. You realize that the same invisible order shaping galaxies also breathes inside you. Your blood follows patterns born in the same mathematics that threads the stars. The web connects everything, and in that connection lies peace. Close your eyes. Feel yourself as one luminous knot among billions, held gently in a fabric that never tears. You are not alone. You are woven in. Every structure, large or small, survives by balancing opposing desires. Stars balance gravity's pull against the pressure of their own light. Planets balance inertia and attraction, spinning in harmony between falling and fleeing. Even atoms balance charge against collapse. The architects of balance are not visible gods, but silent equations etched into reality's bones. Their work is rhythm, the endless sway between extremes that keeps everything alive. Think of the tides breathing in and out, galaxies turning in counterpoint, electrons dancing around nuclei. The universe does not crave stillness. It craves equilibrium and motion. Balance is not absence of struggle. It is the conversation between forces that never tire. When you breathe, you join that cosmic rhythm. Inhale, gravity. Exhale, light. Between those two, existence finds its melody. Every sunrise pays homage to equilibrium. Every heartbeat rehearses it. If one side ruled forever, creation would freeze or unravel. Harmony depends on tension, and peace is born from perpetual correction. So when your life sways, remember, you're not broken. You are simply participating in the balancing act that sustains stars. Stillness is not the goal. Continuity is. The universe survives because it never stops adjusting, and neither should you. Before order, there was motion. Before design, there was chance. Chaos is not destruction. It is the universe's workshop, where possibilities clash until patterns emerge. In the first seconds after the Big Bang, tiny fluctuations in energy density rippled through the newborn cosmos. Those imperfections, meaningless at first glance, became galaxies, clusters, worlds. Chaos carved the blueprint for order. Even now, storms on Jupiter, volcanic eruptions on Earth, or the random flutter of molecules in your bloodstream continue that primal creativity. Without unpredictability, nothing new could form. It is chaos that gives variety, spontaneity, surprise. The builders of chaos are sculptors of beginnings, not endings. When a star explodes, it scatters seeds of new suns. When a cell mutates, evolution finds a new path. From disorder, complexity blossoms. The lesson is intimate. Uncertainty is not your enemy. It is your origin. The same turbulence that birthed galaxies also drives human imagination. To fear chaos is to fear the pulse that made you. Embrace it gently. Out of its motion comes meaning. Out of its noise comes harmony. Even the universe's perfection is imperfectly drawn, and that imperfection is what keeps it alive. Light is the universe's confession. It reveals what darkness built. Every photon is a messenger, carrying the memory of its birth across impossible distance. From the fusion fires of stars to the afterglow of the Big Bang, light records existence in motion. Without it, there would be no eyes, no color, no knowing. Yet light is more than illumination. It is time's courier. The glow you see tonight left its home before humans had words for wonder. In its silent travel lies humility. We are always witnessing what has already happened. Even black holes, the deepest shadows known, cannot silence light completely. They whisper through faint Hawking radiation, a reminder that nothing disappears without leaving a trace. The architects of light teach that knowledge is kindness, illumination that expects nothing in return. When you light a candle, you imitate a star. When you share understanding, you extend the cosmos's oldest gesture, to shine. The night sky is not an absence but a library, and every beam across it is a story written in brightness. Listen closely. The universe is speaking in photons, and each one carries a piece of your own reflection. Within, you move the same forces that govern galaxies. Gravity binds your body to Earth. Magnetism animates every thought. Time sculpts your memories. Light defines your perception. You are a condensed echo of the cosmos, awareness folded into matter. Each breath balances expansion and release. Each heartbeat mirrors a star's rhythm. You build relationships, ideas, and dreams, small architectures mirroring the great design. The universe does not separate you from its story. It continues through you. When you show kindness, you emulate dark matter's embrace, unseen but essential. When you forgive, you echo dark energy's release. The silent architects live through your simplest gestures. Remember that you too are invisible to much of the cosmos, yet you influence it merely by existing. Every decision bends the fabric of lives around you, subtle but real. As you drift to rest, picture yourself suspended in that infinite web, both builder and creation, both cause and consequence. The stars are not above you, they are within you, glowing quietly beneath skin and thought. Sleep now, little architect. The universe continues its work through your stillness, designing tomorrow from your dreams. There was no sound when the universe first moved, only intention. Expansion began like the slow exhale of an ancient being awakening from silence. Space stretched, not explosively, but gracefully, folding outward like ripples across still water. The galaxies that now drift through darkness were once neighbors, pressed close in a single bright whisper. Every atom carries memory of that first motion, the quiet rhythm that continues even now. We are living inside that breath, surrounded by air that began as light. To imagine the beginning is to imagine serenity made visible. No chaos, no roar, only the unfolding of possibility. The cosmic background hum that astronomers detect is the faint echo of that first sigh, a lullaby left behind by creation itself. When you breathe, you mirror it. Inhale contraction, exhale expansion, echoing a pattern older than stars. The Big Bang was not a bang at all. It was the universe learning how to stretch. Each second since then has been a note in its ongoing melody, a rhythm so vast that even time keeps tempo to it. Rest now in that realization. You are not outside the expansion. You are made of it. You are the quiet continuation of the universe, remembering how to begin. After that first sigh, space did not stop. It shimmered. Tiny ripples of density rolled outward like the smallest of waves across a limitless ocean. Those ripples became the framework for galaxies, the architecture of light and matter. Imagine the universe as a pool of glass, disturbed once and still quivering billions of years later. Each vibration holds memory. These ripples, though invisible, guide everything. How clusters form, how stars find each other, how gravity sings. Even now, they stretch, carrying with them the calm reminder that motion is never wasted. Nothing stands still, not even the silence. The background radiation that scientists capture is that same gentle trembling, cooled and thinned, but still speaking. To listen to it is to eavesdrop on eternity. Within you, atoms tremble in sympathy, vibrating to the same tempo, proof that you are threaded into the same fabric. When you feel stillness, it is only relative. The universe is always moving around and through you. Those early ripples remind us that even the faintest beginnings can sculpt forever. What starts as a whisper may echo across time, shaping suns, moons, and hearts. Let that soothe you. Creation favors persistence, not noise. Every ripple matters, including the quiet ones you make. As space continued to breathe outward, light gathered into spirals and clusters. Galaxies began their slow dance, drifting apart, yet bound by unseen threads. Each one spins like a celestial record, playing its own soft rhythm in the grand symphony of expansion. Inside them, stars orbit centers of gravity that hum with patient certainty. Nothing rushes, even motion has grace. When we observe distant galaxies sliding away from us, we are not watching separation. We are watching the fabric stretch, each note of existence finding its place. The redshift of their light is the song of departure, a gentle lowering of pitch that tells us they are moving farther, but not leaving. Every gleam you see in the night sky is part of this choreography. every photon a dancer stepping outward across widening space. Expansion is not chaos. It is balance finding room. Just as your heart expands and contracts, so does the cosmos. Galaxies drifting apart create the silence between notes, the pauses that make melody meaningful. If you close your eyes, you can almost feel that rhythm in your chest, the heartbeat of billions of suns carried on an infinite tide. You are not separate from that movement. You are one of its quieter motions. Between stars, space is not empty. It is breathing. Vast clouds of gas stretch and thin, drifting like mist across unimaginable distances. Each particle knows its place, pulled gently by gravity, pushed softly by radiation. The balance is delicate, yet enduring. As galaxies expand, the space between their stars widens, and in that widening comes peace. Imagine inhaling the night sky itself, filling your lungs with starlight so faint it feels like thought. The rhythm of expansion continues inside you, every breath a reminder that emptiness is never truly empty. Photons glide through these interstellar stretches, carrying warmth from faraway suns. Cosmic dust floats quietly, waiting to become new worlds. The breath between stars is patience made visible. Even silence has flow, even voids hum with intention. As you rest, your chest rises and falls in harmony with that ancient cadence, the inhale of gravity, the exhale of expansion. You are participating in a conversation that began before language. Every moment of stillness is shared with the galaxies as they drift further apart, gently, endlessly. The universe does not expand to escape itself. It expands to create space for what comes next. Distance is not loneliness. It is harmony in motion. As galaxies move apart, they tune the universe, adjusting frequencies of light and time. Space stretches and wavelengths lengthen like the lowering of a note in a song. The farther a galaxy, the softer its music becomes until it hums below hearing, yet still contributes to the whole. Expansion teaches that separation is not the loss of connection, but the refinement of it. The light from distant stars still reaches us even after traveling billions of years, a reminder that relationships endure across space. Every photon is proof that distance cannot silence communion. When you look at the night sky, you are witnessing ancient messages arriving right on time. Expansion gives everything room to express itself without collision. Too much closeness would be noise, too much distance, silence. The universe finds balance between them, composing harmony through vastness. As galaxies drift, they remain part of a shared rhythm, individual voices sustaining a single chord. Let that thought cradle you. Even as things move away, they remain part of your song. Expansion is not about growing apart. It is about maintaining melody through infinite space. Every symphony needs contrast, notes that rise against others to create harmony. In the story of expansion, that counterpoint is gravity. It is not an enemy of motion, but its partner, gently resisting, shaping, and slowing what would otherwise drift into silence. Imagine galaxies pulling faintly toward one another, their invisible hands reaching through oceans of space. Each cluster, each star, each world owes its shape to this quiet negotiation between gravity and expansion. Without it, there would be no structure, only endless dispersal. Yet gravity does not demand control. It allows balance. Like a soft metronome, it sets tempo within chaos, ensuring that while the universe grows, it never unravels. Even your body feels this compromise. The earth draws you close while space pulls away. In that subtle equilibrium lies serenity. Expansion teaches release. Gravity teaches belonging. Together, they form the rhythm of everything that exists. You are suspended between those two cosmic forces, held steady not by stillness, but by balance. Every falling leaf, every orbiting moon, every gentle breath repeats this truth. Tension is the thread that keeps beauty intact. The universe expands because gravity agrees to let it, and in that agreement, harmony survives. As space expands, time stretches with it. Seconds lengthen, light slows, and history elongates like a silk ribbon unspooling through the dark. A beam of light, leaving a distant galaxy billions of years ago, travels endlessly toward us, its journey expanding along with the cosmos. By the time it arrives, its color has softened, stretched into red, a cosmic yawn across eternity. This redshift is not merely a measurement, it is music. The pitch of the universe is lowering as time grows wider. To gaze into deep space is to look into the past, yet also into expansion's heartbeat. You are seeing the universe not as it is, but as it was when light first began to wander, and still that light finds you. It means that no moment ever truly disappears. It only expands, drifting farther, quieter, but never lost. Even your memories obey the same rhythm. They stretch, fade, and soften, yet remain part of who you are. The universe's tempo slows, but its melody endures. When you feel time slipping away, remember that every second echoes somewhere forever, stretched but not gone. You are living inside time's most elegant illusion, an expanding eternity disguised as now. There is a horizon to everything, even infinity. As the universe expands, distant galaxies recede faster than light can reach us. Beyond a certain point, they vanish. Not because they are gone, but because space between us grows too quickly for light to cross. It is not a wall, but a fading line where sight surrenders. Yet this horizon does not signify loss. It signifies wonder. Beyond it, creation continues, unseen but certain. The universe has no edge, only deepening mystery. Think of standing by the ocean at night. The waves beyond. Sight still move, their rhythm still felt. The cosmic horizon works the same way, unseen motion, continuing beyond perception. Knowing there are parts of existence you will never witness is strangely comforting. It means creation is larger than comprehension, that awe will never run out. As you drift toward sleep, imagine that horizon surrounding you, a gentle boundary between what you know and what you trust exists. There is peace in accepting that some beauty must remain unseen. The universe expands so that curiosity can stay alive, so that every horizon invites another dream. Even the universe needs pauses. After moments of great movement come stretches of calm where energy gathers and settles. Expansion, though constant, has tempo. Slow waves of acceleration followed by intervals of quiet. These cosmic rests are essential. Without them, creation would tear itself apart. Between pulses, gravity tightens its grip, dark energy exhales, and galaxies drift with the patience of drifting clouds. It is in these lulls that order refines itself, where dust becomes planets and chaos finds form. The quiet between expansions is where reflection lives, where stars rest before burning again. You experience the same rhythm in your own life. Inhale ambition, exhale stillness. Between breaths, between thoughts, between heartbeats, there is that same silence the universe keeps. It is not emptiness, it is incubation. If expansion is the music, this stillness is its rest note giving shape to sound. When you feel as if nothing is moving, remember that even the cosmos pauses, preparing for its next motion. Stillness is not stagnation, it is readiness. The universe teaches patience by example, breathing between eternities so that every new beginning can arrive in perfect time. All expansion leads back to awareness, the ability to notice it happening. You are not merely a listener to the universe's song, you are one of its instruments. The same atoms that stretch with space vibrate within you, keeping tempo with galaxies. Your thoughts ripple outward like subtle gravity. Your heartbeat resonates with cosmic rhythm. Every time you forgive, create, or dream, you expand the universe's story in miniature. The cosmos does not exist separately from you. It experiences itself through you. You are the echo of the first breath, the continuation of an ancient melody still unfolding. When you breathe slowly, you are singing the universe's lullaby back to itself. Feel the expansion around you, stars growing distant, light softening, time stretching, and you at the center of it, calm and luminous. The night sky is not above you but within you, reflected in every cell. Sleep now as part of the orchestra, a note resting perfectly on the edge of forever. The symphony continues, but tonight, your role is silence. The most beautiful sound the universe ever wrote. Before words, before light, there was gravity, an unspoken language threading every corner of existence. It speaks not in sound, but in motion, drawing things toward one another with patient persuasion. Every star, planet, and particle listens to its pull, responding in orbits, tides, and spirals. Imagine the universe as a vast ballroom where dancers move without touching, guided only by invisible music. That rhythm is gravity's conversation. It doesn't shout, it hums. You can't see it, but you feel it every moment. When your feet stay on the ground, when your heartbeat settles into calm predictability. Gravity is intimacy without proximity. It is the whisper that keeps everything from drifting apart. Even galaxies, separated by unimaginable distances, bow to its choreography. This silent dialogue sustains the universe's structure, giving chaos a reason to arrange itself. Every falling leaf, every moonrise, every orbit is a sentence in that cosmic language, and just as letters form meaning through connection, gravity writes purpose through attraction. You are fluent in it without ever learning. Every breath you take, every step you ground, is gravity translating existence for you. Listen quietly. It's speaking now through the pull that holds you in place, reminding you that belonging is the first law of motion. If gravity could be seen, it would look like curved silence, a soft bending of space where mass has pressed its presence. Einstein once said that matter tells space how to curve and space tells matter how to move. Together, they compose the universe's geometry, a language of shape instead of sound. Picture fabric stretched under a resting weight. That dip is gravity's accent, an indentation of existence. Planets follow those curves effortlessly, not because they are forced, but because the path feels right, like rivers finding the sea. Gravity shapes silence the way wind shapes sand, subtle, patient, and eternal. You are part of that sculpture. The space around your body bends slightly, acknowledging your presence. Every object, no matter how small, leaves its own quiet mark on the cosmos. Even as you lie still, you are influencing space itself, participating in creation's design. The next time you watch a fallen star, imagine it sliding along a groove carved into space-time, whispering through invisible valleys. That is gravity's handwriting, graceful, unseen, yet unmistakable. The universe listens to that writing the way you listen to a lullaby in another language, not by understanding each word, but by feeling its truth resonate inside you. Gravity is the universe's way of saying, "Come closer." It doesn't command, it invites. Stars gather into galaxies because they prefer company to solitude. Planets circle suns not from fear, but from devotion to their warmth. Even the smallest grains of dust drift together, forming worlds from whispers. This pull of companionship defines existence. Everything yearning gently toward everything else. Within that longing lies harmony. The moon and the earth share a secret rhythm. Tides rise and fall as gestures of their mutual affection. Gravity teaches that attraction is natural, effortless, and endless. When you stand under the night sky, you are part of this endless reunion, your atoms drawn towards every shining point above. You are connected by force and by feeling. Loneliness fades in the presence of such unity. The universe itself leans toward togetherness, always weaving distance into relationship. What you call falling is simply joining. Each motion toward something, toward rest, toward love, toward sleep, is gravity expressing itself through you. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are one of its embraces. Every sigh, every heartbeat is gravity's soft echo reminding you. Connection is not found, it is remembered. Every orbit is an act of faith. A planet does not cling to its star. It falls toward it forever, but never arrives. This perpetual near embrace is trust embodied, motion that says, "I will keep returning." Gravity provides the script, but orbits write the story. Paths repeating, never redundant, always renewed. The Earth's steady journey around the sun is more than mechanics. It is a meditation, a calm circling of devotion. Even comets, though they wander, are bound to return, carrying memories of ancient light. The balance between falling and moving forward defines harmony itself. Too much pull, collapse, too little escape. The universe sustains itself by perfect moderation. You live the same pattern every day, balancing closeness and freedom, holding without gripping. Relationships, dreams, even thoughts orbit their centers of meaning. Gravity teaches you to trust momentum, to let movement maintain connection. The stars above are living proof that stability can exist within motion. As you breathe, imagine your chest expanding and contracting in rhythm with Earth's orbit. Constant, graceful, never lost. You are spinning through space, yet held in place by invisible fidelity. Every sunrise is gravity's promise kept once more. Light seems free, yet even it bows to gravity. When it passes near a star or black hole, its path bends. Proof that nothing, not even brilliance, travels without influence. This bending of light, called gravitational lensing, reveals how gravity sculpts vision itself. Through it, we see galaxies magnified, mirrored, and multiplied, cosmic reflections across time. Gravity teaches humility to light, reminding it that beauty deepens when guided. The universe uses this lesson to paint wonder onto distance. Beams stretched into color, photons curved into arcs of discovery. Even your eyes, gathering starlight tonight, are participating in that deflection. What reaches you is not direct, but lovingly rerouted. Softened by the universe's contours, there is poetry in knowing that every sparkle in the night sky has been touched by gravity's hand before meeting yours. It means light and darkness collaborate, not compete. Weight and radiance coexist. The pull that keeps worlds in motion also gives glow its meaning. As you close your eyes, the light still bends, curving gently around your thoughts, illuminating the truth that guidance is not limitation. It is grace. Gravity does not hold light back. It shows it where to shine. Across the cosmic stage, galaxies swirl like dancers moving in slow, endless choreography. They are not colliding enemies, but partners tracing ancient steps written by gravity's rhythm. Some spiral toward each other for billions of years, finally merging in luminous embrace. Others drift apart, still connected by invisible threads of pull. The arcs of their arms, the spins of their cores, all follow gravity's quiet count. If you could listen, you would hear the faint hum of movement older than sound itself. The Milky Way and Andromeda are partners in this dance, destined to unite in a graceful waltz long after memory fades. Their paths are patient, their tempo measured in eons. Gravity conducts them without haste, reminding us that beauty does not require speed. In their motion lies peace, proof that even colossal forces can be gentle. As you imagine those galaxies gliding through the void, picture yourself as one of their countless sparks, small, luminous, and perfectly timed within the rhythm. Every spin of an atom in your body mirrors their rotation. You are part of the same cosmic choreography, your heartbeat aligned with the universe's slow dance of attraction and release. Every star has a final gesture, a quiet surrender to the gravity it once defied. After burning bright for ages, its fuel thins, its light dims, and gravity, patient as always, gathers at home. This collapse is not tragedy, but transformation. The star folds in on itself, condensing memory into matter, becoming a neutron star or a black hole, a punctuation mark in creation's story. From a distance, this process appears violent. In truth, it is peace. The star is no longer struggling to shine. It is resting in its own gravity's embrace. Even black holes, those mysterious wells of nothingness, are lullabies of completion, where energy turns inward to dream. Around them, light bends like music, slowing to silence. As you drift toward sleep, imagine that surrender, the release of tension, the acceptance of rest. Gravity teaches that falling inward is not failure, but fulfillment. Every ending is a gathering, every collapse a return. You too can let go without disappearing. Close your eyes and feel the same calm descent that stars follow. Not destruction, but arrival into quiet. Gravity is the thread that stitches worlds together across impossible distances. It tugs on planets, moons, and even dust clouds, keeping them aligned in invisible constellations of companionship. Without this thread, orbits would unravel, stars would drift alone, and harmony would fade into randomness. But gravity weaves relentlessly, tying motion to meaning. Through its pull, planets find warmth, moons find purpose, and tides find rhythm. Even between galaxies, its filaments stretch, forming a cosmic web that holds the universe like a net of light and shadow. If you could see these strands, they would shimmer faintly through space, silver highways of connection running through the dark. Each step you take on Earth bends that same fabric slightly, adding your own presence to the design. You are sewn into the same tapestry as stars and oceans, your weight part of the cosmic stitch. When you feel detached or adrift, remember this: gravity never lets go. It links everything that ever was or will be, turning separation into structure. You exist not in isolation, but as one knot in an infinite thread, holding the universe gently together. For every force that pulls, there is a rhythm that releases. Gravity's gift is balance, a dynamic stillness where falling and floating coexist. Consider the tides. Drawn by the moon, they advance and retreat, never clinging to the shore nor abandoning it entirely. That is gravity's breath, a perfect inhale and exhale between worlds. Even your lungs echo that same equilibrium, rising and falling in quiet synchronization with the sea. Balance is not absence of motion. It is motion in harmony. The stars obey it. The earth rotates by it, and your heart beats to its measure. Too much gravity and all collapses. Too little and all drifts apart. Yet, in the precise middle, everything lives. Gravity does not impose order. It teaches moderation, the serenity of enough. In your own life, this truth hums beneath every calm moment. You are held just firmly enough to feel secure, yet free enough to dream. The cosmos breathes through you, the same breath that moves tides and moons. In stillness, you are part of that balance, a pulse within the universe's eternal respiration. Gravity is not only out there among the stars, it lives inside you. Every atom in your body attracts every other, holding you together as surely as planets hold moons. You are your own small universe, complete, cohesive, quietly powerful. The same equations that bind galaxies describe the way your body stays whole, the way your feet meet the ground, the way your heartbeat anchors your mind. To feel heavy is not burden, it is belonging. Weight is proof of place, the gentle reminder that you are part of something vast and mutual. The universe pulls you toward its center, and you pull it back ever so slightly, completing the conversation. When you rest, gravity doesn't vanish. It cradles you like a hand beneath the stars. Every breath you take is a collaboration with the cosmos, an agreement to remain here a little longer, connected, aware, alive. Tonight, let that truth soften you. Let the pull of the earth feel like comfort, not confinement. You are held by the same force that binds galaxies, embraced by the same calm that keeps eternity from drifting apart. Sleep within that embrace. It was written for you. Light was the universe's first song. Before it, everything existed in silence, pure potential waiting to vibrate. When the first photons emerged, they did not roar. They hummed softly across the newborn cosmos. Each ray carried both information and emotion, warmth, direction, rhythm. Imagine standing inside a cathedral of darkness and hearing the faintest tone echo outward. This was the Big Bang's afterglow. Light became memory made visible. Every particle that ever shone still carries a piece of that first harmony. Even now, the faint cosmic background whispers the opening bars of creation's melody, a soundless tune that can be felt rather than heard. To witness starlight tonight is to hear an ancient refrain still playing. The light touching your eyes left its source long before human history began, yet it arrives perfectly on time, as though the universe never forgot its cue. This first note never ended. It only changed pitch, echoing through galaxies, planets, and hearts. You are bathed in that music each moment, your cells translating brightness into meaning. Every candle, sunrise, and shooting star is part of the same composition, a soft reminder that existence began with illumination and that you too are part of the song. Every beam of light is a courier carrying the stories of its source. A photon leaves a star and begins a journey across endless night, undeterred by distance or time. It cannot slow, cannot stop. It is forever committed to its purpose, to deliver brightness where there was none. In this way, light is the most devoted traveler in the cosmos. When it reaches a telescope lens or your open eyes, it tells you everything it knows. Temperature, age, motion, even emotion, if you listen closely. The universe communicates through these messengers, sending postcards written in color and frequency. Blue light whispers of heat and youth. Red light sighs of age and distance. Together, they compose the cosmic correspondence of being. Imagine a billion photons landing gently on your skin as sunlight. They are ancient letters, love notes from the stars that made you. Without them, the universe would be mute, unseen, unknowable. But with them, creation becomes visible poetry. Every sunrise is a translation of those letters into warmth and color, a morning choir reminding you that distance does not diminish connection. Each beam that reaches you has traveled billions of years just to say hello. Light wears its moods in color. Blue sings of energy, swift and young. Red murmurs of calm endurance. Between them lies every feeling the cosmos can express. Orange curiosity, green renewal, violet mystery. These hues are not decoration, they are emotion rendered visible. When a star burns hotter, it glows blue not in anger, but in intensity, like a thought too bright to hold. Cooler stars breathe red, steady as the heartbeat of time. Even sunsets on Earth are emotional symphonies, the atmosphere scattering shorter wavelengths first, leaving the longer, deeper tones for evening reflection. To watch that gradient fade is to feel the universe exhale. In darkness, color doesn't disappear, it rests, waiting for its next verse. You are tuned to this palette. Your mind associates warmth with comfort, brightness with joy, shadow with rest. Light and psychology share the same rhythm. The color of a moment can change your pulse, your thoughts, your dreams. Each wavelength that touches you writes a note on your inner canvas. Tonight, as starlight filters through your window, imagine it painting you softly. Blue for calm thought, gold for gratitude, crimson for life's quiet fire. The cosmos is coloring you back into harmony. When you gaze at the stars, you are not seeing the present. You are listening to echoes. Every twinkle is a delayed note from the past, still resonating across space. Some lights began their voyage when dinosaurs walked. Others left their source before Earth existed. Light allows us to look backward while standing still, turning night into a museum of moments. The speed of light is constant, but time bends around it, stretching each message into a cosmic echo. Astronomers use these echoes like archaeologists use fossils, reconstructing the history of creation from faint remnants of radiance. Yet there's poetry in this delay. It means the universe never truly lets go of its past. It keeps replaying it for us. Each photon you see tonight survived collisions, dust, and distance to arrive precisely where your eyes waited. It is as though time itself conspired to let this meeting happen. You and that starlight share a connection older than words, a conversation between what was and what is. Tomorrow, it will continue its journey reflecting from oceans, glass, and skin, whispering its history anew. Light teaches patience. Even after billions of years, its message still shines clearly. Light does more than reveal, it comforts. When dawn seeps through curtains, it carries with it a feeling of arrival, a gentle reassurance that darkness was never permanent. Warmth is light translated into touch, photons slowing just enough to become heat against your skin. Every sunrise is a small promise kept, a continuation of the universe's oldest ritual. Plants turn toward it, oceans glitter beneath it, and you too respond instinctively. The sight of morning light lowers tension, steadies breath, and invites calm curiosity. It reminds your body that you are safe in the rhythm of day and night. Light has no agenda. It simply offers itself. Even artificial glow from a candle or screen mimics that ancient gesture, illumination as companionship. When you sit quietly under soft lamplight or the golden edge of sunset, you are experiencing empathy in physics, energy becoming comfort. The same photons that left the sun 8 minutes ago are now warming your hands, reminding you that connection travels faster than thought. To bask in light is to be reminded that you belong in this cycle of brightness and rest. Tonight, let that warmth linger, glowing behind your closed eyes like a gentle lullaby. Light only exists because of shadow. Every beam needs contrast, a place to rest, a boundary that defines it. Darkness is not the enemy of light, it is its frame. When you watch stars against the black sky, it's the void that makes them visible. Even galaxies need cosmic night to reveal their shapes. The same truth lives within you. Moments of uncertainty, quiet, or sadness are simply the shadows outlining your brightness. Without them, your light would have nowhere to fall. In deep space, darkness is fertile. It holds potential, waiting to be illuminated. Scientists once called it emptiness, but they were wrong. Darkness hums with unseen particles, low energy whispers that cradle every photon. In your own life, rest functions the same way. Darkness of activity, but fullness of renewal. Light and shadow are collaborators, not opposites. One speaks, the other listens. Together, they form the dialogue that gives the universe depth. So when you close your eyes tonight, don't fear the dark. You are witnessing half of creation's art form, the pause between notes, the canvas beneath color. Light will return as it always does, shaped beautifully by the silence that held it. Wherever light travels, it loves to echo. It bounces from ocean waves, mirrors, dust, even the sheen of your skin. Each reflection is a repetition of beauty, a reminder that illumination multiplies when shared. In nebulae, dust grains scatter starlight into watercolor clouds. In city streets, glass towers turn sunrise into mosaics. Reflection is how the universe practices memory. Even a single photon redirected carries new meaning. It becomes part of something larger. Think of moonlight. It is only borrowed sunlight, yet it feels different. Softer, quieter, gentler. The same energy, transformed through reflection, becomes intimacy. Your thoughts work the same way. Every idea that touches another person reflects back changed, yet recognizable, spreading light in new directions. The cosmos uses mirrors to evolve. So do we. When you offer kindness, you send out brightness that will return from unexpected corners. The law of reflection is emotional as well as physical. Tonight, let your mind mirror calmness. Let light bounce inside you until it fills every quiet space. You are both the mirror and the glow, the sender and the return. Light measures time not by clocks, but by journeys. A photon crossing the cosmos experiences no seconds. It exists in pure now. For us, its arrival marks history, a record of where and when it began. That duality makes light the universe's storyteller and its archivist. Ancient rays from early galaxies still travel, carrying frozen moments of cosmic youth. When they reach our instruments, they show us not what is, but what was, turning observation into time travel. On Earth, the same principle governs our days. Morning light tells us time is moving. Evening light reminds us to slow down. Each hue marks transition: golden hour, blue dusk, silver night. Light flows through your lifetime like a gentle current, mapping memories across the hours. You can trace your past by the light that framed it: a childhood morning window, a sunset farewell, a candle beside someone you loved. Light records even what words forget. When you feel nostalgia, it's often light you remember: the angle, the color, the warmth. It keeps your memories alive, glowing quietly in the corridors of thought. In this way, you are timeless too, illuminated by everything you have seen. For all its brilliance, light makes no sound. It travels without voice, moving faster than vibration, faster than any echo could follow. Yet in its silence lies its power. Light communicates through presence, not noise, through illumination rather than argument. In a dark room, even the faintest spark commands attention, not because it shouts, but because it simply is. The cosmos teaches through this quietness. Stars do not compete. They coexist, each shining steadily within its sphere. The sun does not boast. It just rises. You can learn from that restraint. Let your actions shine rather than your words burn. The most peaceful lights guide without blinding. When you watch a candle flame, notice how it flickers gently, adapting to every breath of air, yet never losing form. That is grace in physics. Silence amplifies meaning. Stillness carries clarity. Tonight, as you breathe slowly, imagine the speed of light crossing the universe, not with thunder, but with serenity. Every photon that reaches you brings a message written in quiet certainty. That presence itself can be luminous. In the end, the story of light is the story of you. The atoms in your eyes were forged in ancient stars, built precisely to catch photons and translate them into sight. Your very ability to perceive beauty is the universe observing itself. When you laugh, speak, or dream, you emit faint warmth, tiny pulses of infrared light flowing back into the night. You are both receiver and source. Just as starlight travels endlessly, your influence radiates beyond awareness. A kind act, a calm word, a moment of understanding, all travel outward like invisible beams, touching lives you will never meet. Remember that every life is a lamp within the cosmic hall, unique in color, steady in purpose. When you rest, your glow softens, but never disappears. Even in darkness, your body emits quiet luminescence, proof that you are still part of the great conversation of energy. The universe made you luminous so you could witness its own brilliance from within. Tonight, close your eyes and feel that radiance hum beneath your skin. You are not separate from the light. You are its continuation, a living echo of the first dawn. Before clocks, before suns, before motion, there was stillness, a moment that wasn't a moment yet. Then energy began to move, and movement gave birth to time. It wasn't loud or sudden. It unfolded like the first breath after silence. Every quark and photon took its cue from that subtle awakening. From then on, the universe had rhythm, a pulse so vast that even galaxies danced to it. You live within that same rhythm now. Every second you feel is a small echo of that first unfolding. We imagine time as a straight line, yet it began as a ripple, spreading outward through darkness. That ripple still passes through you whenever you breathe, blink, or dream. Stars age by it, atoms vibrate to it, and your memories ride its current. Time didn't arrive to measure, it arrived to carry. It is the unseen river connecting what was, what is, and what will be. And you are adrift upon it, not apart from it. Listen closely. Beneath every heartbeat, there's another sound, quieter, older. That's the universe keeping time, counting gently, never rushing. When you surrender to that rhythm, life stops feeling like a race and starts feeling like belonging. If you could step far enough back to see all of space at once, you would notice its pulse, expansion and contraction, radiation and rest. Each cosmic process rises and falls like breathing. Even background radiation fluctuates in soft frequencies, the universe's vital signs. Galaxies form, collide, then drift into balance. Planets spin, tilt, and return. The cycle is endless, yet soothing. Our ancestors called it divine order. Physicists call it equilibrium. Poets simply call it rhythm. You feel that rhythm daily. Sleep and wake, inhale and exhale. Tides in your chest matching tides of oceans pulled by the moon. Time is not a ticking clock, but a heartbeat spread across dimensions. Every pulse moves matter, every pause invites reflection. The spaces between events matter as much as the events themselves. Music exists because of silence. Motion exists because of stillness. Time exists because of these intervals. You are synchronized with that cosmic metronome. Each heartbeat in your body measures the same pattern that guides the Milky Way's rotation. When you rest, the rhythm slows but never stops. In that stillness, time folds around you like a blanket of continuity. You are listening to the oldest lullaby ever sung, the beat of creation itself. Time doesn't march forward, it weaves. Each instant is a thread connecting cause to consequence, dream to memory. Together, they form a tapestry so intricate that every choice becomes part of a larger pattern. Look closely, and you'll see how events echo one another. Sunrises repeating, friendships circling back, history restitching its motifs. The universe spins its fabric from these recurring designs. Stars collapse and are reborn. Civilizations rise, fall, and reemerge under different names. Even your thoughts follow loops of rhythm and return. Yet nothing repeats exactly. Each cycle brings subtle variation, like a melody played anew. That's how progress hides inside repetition. The thread you hold today carries colors dyed by ancient hands. Your laughter, your curiosity, your compassion, all woven from moments that began long before you. The pattern continues long after, expanding as light travels outward. Time's art is eternal, yet unfinished. And the wonder of it is this: you can touch eternity simply by noticing the present stitch, the one now forming between breath and breath. Hold it gently. It is both fragile and forever, the flow and the stillness. We think of time as movement, yet its beauty lies in stillness. Rivers appear to hurry, but step close and you'll see sections of calm where water hardly stirs. The same is true of time. Between each second exists a pause, a space wide enough for peace. Meditation lives there. Creativity lives there. Astronomers find these pauses in orbiting systems, tiny moments of equilibrium before acceleration resumes. Even black holes obey this rhythm, their event horizons balancing expansion and collapse. Within that balance, serenity blooms. You too have such still points, those seconds when everything stops rushing and simply is. In that quiet, perception expands. Colors sharpen, sound slows. It feels infinite because, for that instant, you have stepped outside the current. Time isn't something to conquer but to dance with, a waltz of motion and rest. Learn its cadence, and you'll discover that stillness doesn't halt life. It deepens it. Every pause renews the next step. Every silence amplifies the next note. The flow of time is patient. It waits for you to catch your breath before carrying you onward again. Light keeps time better than any clock. Every photon remembers when it was born. Its wavelength stretches as the universe expands, recording the distance it has traveled. In that gentle elongation lies a chronicle of cosmic history, the redshift of memory. When scientists study faraway galaxies, they're reading time's diary written in color. But you don't need a telescope to sense this. Each sunset tells the same story. Light slowing, softening, aging into gold. It's why dusk feels nostalgic. Your body recognizes the fading tempo. Light teaches that time is not loss but translation, energy turning into warmth, brightness into rest. Even as day ends, photons continue their voyage, bouncing from clouds to oceans to eyes, carrying remnants of every encounter. The light that touches you tonight may have gleamed off Saturn's rings centuries ago. You are literally bathed in history. And when you close your eyes, that glow lingers behind your lids, a small afterimage proving that no moment truly vanishes. Time may move on, but light remembers. So does your heart, beating softly in rhythm with stars long gone, keeping their time so you can keep yours. Waiting feels heavy because we can feel time pass but not touch it. When you wait, seconds stretch, expanding like soft rubber bands around your thoughts. Yet even in that slowness, there's quiet work happening. Stars take millions of years to ignite. Forests need decades to form. Waiting is the patience of creation in disguise. The universe doesn't rush because it doesn't need to. Everything arrives when the rhythm allows. You too are built to follow that timing. Each pause you endure is part of an unseen choreography where circumstances align behind the curtain of perception. To wait is to participate in that dance, not to fall behind it. Even in the smallest acts, a seed splitting, a heart healing, time's artistry requires intervals of stillness. The discomfort of waiting comes only from resistance. The peace of it comes from trust. Stars don't question their timing, and neither should you. Next time you wait, imagine galaxies drifting in their endless patience. You are not delayed, you are aligning. Every tick of the unseen clock is drawing you closer to the moment meant for you. That is not wasted time. It is ripening. Waiting feels heavy because we can feel time pass but not touch it. When you wait, seconds stretch, expanding like soft rubber bands around your thoughts. Yet even in that slowness, there's quiet work happening. Stars take millions of years to ignite. Forests need decades to form. Waiting is the patience of creation in disguise. The universe doesn't rush because it doesn't need to. Everything arrives when the rhythm allows. You too are built to follow that timing. Each pause you endure is part of an unseen choreography, where circumstances align behind the curtain of perception. To wait is to participate in that dance, not to fall behind it. Even in the smallest acts, a seed splitting, a heart healing, time's artistry requires intervals of stillness. The discomfort of waiting comes only from resistance. The peace of it comes from trust. Stars don't question their timing, and neither should you. Next time you wait, Imagine galaxies drifting in their endless patience. You are not delayed, you are aligning. Every tick of the unseen clock is drawing you closer to the moment meant for you. That is not wasted time. It is ripening. A second is the smallest heartbeat we commonly feel. But in truth, it's vast. Inside each one, millions of cellular reactions occur. Thoughts flicker and vanish. Planets move imperceptibly in orbit. A second is enough for a life to change or a realization to bloom. Yet we rarely notice it. We treat seconds as grains of sand to be spent, not as jewels to be observed. But each holds everything: awareness, choice, existence. The universe counts in these tiny beats, measuring gravity waves and quantum shifts. Within 1 second, light can circle the Earth 7 times. Within another, a star may flare and fade light years away. What you call now is not a point, but a living fabric stretched between countless possibilities. Every second vibrates with them. When you slow your breath, you can feel its pulse, that subtle vibration that time carries. That's why mindfulness works. It's the art of returning to the shape of a single second. If you fill that space with gratitude instead of impatience, the fabric softens, the rhythm steadies, and life feels larger. A second may seem short, but it's the universe's favorite measure of infinity. Time can trick us. Minutes feel long when we're anxious, short when we're joyful, non-existent when we're deeply present. That elasticity isn't a flaw. It's proof that consciousness and time are partners. Your brain doesn't measure seconds, it measures significance. That's why childhood summers felt endless. Your mind recorded every new detail. As you age, familiarity compresses perception, and time seems to accelerate. But physics reminds us that time is relative. Gravity, motion, emotion, all bend it. The same law applies to memory. Love stretches moments, sorrow slows them, awe freezes them entirely. The illusion isn't deception, it's personalization. Time shapes itself to your attention. That means control lies not in clocks, but in presence. When you immerse yourself in wonder, you step outside the illusion. Hours dissolve, and you live in the pure continuity that stars inhabit. That's why people lose track of time watching the ocean, gazing at the sky, or listening to stories like this one. The mind recognizes a rhythm older than seconds. The secret is not to escape time, but to soften its edges, to let it move through you like music instead of measurement. Everything in the cosmos repeats, not as imitation, but as reassurance. Stars are born, burn, and die, scattering the seeds of new stars. Planets orbit endlessly, seasons circle back. Even your breath follows the same loop: in, out, pause. Time cycles are not cages, they are comfort. Each repetition carries wisdom, the chance to refine, remember, renew. That's why the universe feels familiar even in its vastness. It's built on return. Ancient light travels back to us. The moon revisits its phases. Your thoughts rediscover patterns that guide you home. The present moment isn't separate from the past. It's their meeting place. When you sense déjà vu, you're glimpsing time folding over itself, reminding you that progress isn't a straight line, but a spiral. The more you learn, the gentler the turns become. Life doesn't reset, it deepens. So when you feel stuck in repetition, remember, even galaxies spin in circles while moving forward. You are not repeating life, you are refining it. Every sunrise that feels familiar is a new note in the same cosmic refrain, steady, certain, and full of quiet promise. You are not just living in time, You are time, condensed into form. Every cell in your body keeps rhythm, heartbeats, breath cycles, the ticking of neurons firing in delicate sequence. Your memories are time made visible, layered like sediment, shaping who you are. Your emotions are waves in time's ocean, rising and fading with tides of experience. When you sleep, dream, or love, you alter time's perception. To exist is to flow. Just as stars bend light, your consciousness bends time, stretching moments of wonder, compressing those of pain. You are proof that the universe measures itself through awareness. Every life is a clock without numbers, keeping time through stories, growth, and compassion. When your heart beats, the cosmos records it. When you breathe, time pauses for just an instant to listen. The beauty of this truth is simple. Nothing is wasted. Every second you have lived still exists, rippling outward through memory, motion, and meaning. You are the living continuation of time's first spark, still unfolding. So tonight, as you drift toward rest, remember this. Time isn't passing through you. You are passing through time's embrace, luminous and infinite, part of its pulse forever. Long before oceans shimmered or winds sang, the earth was silent. Stone, molten tides flowed beneath a crust, still learning how to cool. The planet was not yet alive, but it dreamed in temperature and pressure, its heartbeat buried in magma. Each volcanic sigh was a whisper of what would come. Water, air, life. You can still hear that dream if you listen closely. The hum of mountains forming, the deep groan of tectonic plates shifting underfoot. This wasn't chaos, it was patience in motion, creation taking its time. In darkness, the earth began to shape itself, sculpting valleys, lifting peaks, building a face from fire. It had no need for sunlight to know what it could become. Even then, within its molten veins, the pattern of oceans was already imagined. Over billions of years, the heat cooled, the crust hardened, and the dream deepened. When the first rain fell, it hissed softly against rock, the planet's first lullaby. What we call land today once floated as molten memory, still pulsing beneath your feet. Every step you take carries the echo of that early slumber, the quiet dream of stone turning into soil. When the sky cooled enough to weep, the earth exhaled. Rain fell for centuries, filling craters, smoothing jagged edges, gathering into oceans. Those waters became the planet's lungs, inhaling sunlight, exhaling clouds. Even before life stirred, the seas were alive in movement. They shimmered with potential, rippling like a pulse. The moon, young and close, pulled at their surface, teaching the planet rhythm. Tides became the Earth's first heartbeat, a gentle rise and fall that never ceased. You can still hear it in every wave that breaks. The oceans dream in long, slow cycles, currents drifting for thousands of years, carrying warmth, memory, and salt. They are liquid time, holding whispers of creation in every drop. Each sound, the crash, the ripple, the hush, is part of an ancient language that the planet still speaks. The ocean doesn't just reflect the sky, it remembers it. And in its depths, where sunlight fades into mystery, Earth's first imagination still drifts, the memory of its own beginning, suspended in endless motion. From the calm breath of the ocean rose the air, invisible, soft, alive. Gases mingled, lightning struck, and the sky awakened. The atmosphere wrapped around the planet like a thought, a consciousness forming. It carried the scent of water, the dust of volcanoes, the sighs of mountains cooling. Air was the first traveler, touching every place, weaving everything together. Through it, the planet learned to whisper. Each breeze that brushes your skin is part of that ancient murmur, the same movement that once danced over boiling seas. With time, the air grew gentle, learned balance, and began to cradle sound. The first raindrop that fell on warm rock hissed like a secret. Later, when life appeared, air became its voice. Every chirp, roar, rustle, and breath is an echo of that first atmospheric exhale. The wind has no memory, yet it remembers everything, carrying pollen, dust, laughter, and stories from one generation to the next. When you feel it against your cheek, you're being touched by time itself, the same breeze that cooled the first forests, the same breath that has never stopped moving. Life began not as a roar, but as a whisper in the shallows, single cells drifting, dividing, dreaming. From their quiet persistence came color, green, the hue of patience and renewal. The first plants stretched toward light, tasting the air, transforming sunlight into energy. Photosynthesis, the planet's greatest invention, turned light into breath, making every future life possible. Forests spread like thoughts, roots burrowing deep, leaves unfurling skyward. Each tree became a slow pulse of time, counting seasons instead of seconds. Even today, the world's forests breathe together, exhaling what we inhale, inhaling what we exhale. They are the lungs of the dream, the keepers of rhythm. Listen closely in a forest, and you'll hear it. The slow rustle of conversation between leaf and wind, soil and seed. The green world hums in unison, its melody older than humanity. Plants don't rush, they trust. Their stillness is not silence, but wisdom. When you sit among them, your pulse slows to match theirs. You begin to breathe at the planet's pace, long, deep, and full of quiet wonder. Rivers are the earth's memory, made liquid. They trace the land's history with every curve, carving stories through stone, carrying whispers from mountain to sea. Each drop of water that slides past your fingers may have once fallen on the first continents, drifted through a glacier, or danced as mist above an ancient jungle. Rivers never truly end. They transform. Rain to stream, stream to flood, flood to cloud. They teach us that movement and return are the same thing. Even when they rage, their purpose is gentle, to connect everything they touch. Along their banks, life thrives. Plants lean, animals drink, civilizations rise. Yet beneath all that activity, rivers remain calm at their core, flowing with certainty. Their sound is a hymn to impermanence, always changing, never lost. Follow one long enough, and you'll find it merges with others, all seeking the sea, all seeking home. The same is true of every life. We begin as drops. We wander, we merge, we return. When you listen to a river, you are hearing your own story, the quiet truth that everything flows and everything remembers. Mountains are the earth's slowest breath. They rise, pause, and sink again over millions of years, exhaling dust and snow into the sky. To the impatient eye, they seem eternal, yet they are always in motion, bending, eroding, renewing. Every ridge you see is a frozen wave caught mid-rise in the planet's deep inhale. When storms brush against their peaks, the clouds release their weight and rivers are born again. Beneath their roots, molten stone still drifts, reshaping the base of continents. Mountains remember pressure. They carry the memory of collision, continents meeting like old friends. Their silence is not stillness, but strength, held gently. Climb high enough, and you can hear it. Wind humming against stone, snow whispering its descent. The air thins, sounds fade, thought slows. In that thin space between earth and sky, the planet's heartbeat feels closer. Every pebble underfoot was once buried deep. Every summit once sea floor. Mountains teach the virtue of patience, to endure without rushing, to change without noise. They are the quiet vertebrae of the world, holding up the dream so everything else may breathe. Beneath calm soil burns the memory of the beginning. Magma moves like thought, unseen but shaping everything above. Volcanoes are Earth's rare outbursts, its sudden confessions. When they roar, they're not angry, they're remembering. From that molten heart came continents, minerals, even the spark that formed atmosphere. Fire and water dance in secret beneath us. One hardens, the other cools, both create. The heat you feel at a hearth echoes the same pulse that forges islands in the sea. Lava, once spilled, becomes fertile, black rock turning green with time. Destruction here is only transformation in faster motion. The planet's inner fire hums steadily, powering the drift of land and the swirl of the magnetic field that shields life itself. When you stand near volcanic soil, you stand above creation, still at work. It's easy to forget that calm surfaces hide fierce beginnings. But every quiet night, when the ground warms faintly under your feet, the earth is whispering, I am still alive. I am still becoming. From ocean to forest, from mountain to desert, the planet found its voice in the chorus of life. Whales sing in the deep, wind threads through grass, crickets count time and rhythm. Each sound adds to a symphony that never truly stops. Even silence is only rest between notes. Life speaks in repetition, waves, breaths, heartbeats. And yet, every tone is different. The cry of an eagle, the creak of an old tree, the hush of snow, all are the planet talking to itself. Humanity joined late, adding new instruments, new harmonies, sometimes too loud, sometimes soft and clear. But the music remains shared. The hum of bees sustains forests. The rumble of elephants shapes plains. The world listens as much as it sings. If you pause long enough, really pause, you can hear the blending, soil shifting, leaves sighing, the deep language of existence. Life doesn't need translation, it needs attention. To listen is to remember that you belong to this orchestra, one breath in an endless composition. Every dawn is the planet remembering its first sunrise. The sun lifts slowly, painting mountains gold, seas silver, and cities with quiet warmth. Light does not chase darkness away, it invites it to rest. Each morning, photons that began their journey 8 minutes ago arrive as touch, as sight, as renewal. They fall on rivers, awaken leaves, and slide across your face like a blessing. Within that light lives memory, the same energy that stirred the earliest cells now fuels your heartbeat. When sunlight filters through trees, the pattern on the ground is a language older than words. Shadows move like thoughts, brief yet beautiful. The day passes, the light softens, and dusk folds over the world like a closing eyelid. But the glow never truly leaves, it just travels, circling, shining somewhere else. The earth dreams in light cycles, sleeping and waking in rhythm with a star that has never stopped burning. To witness dawn is to glimpse continuity, proof that even after night, warmth always returns. At night, when clouds drift and the horizon fades, Earth dreams again. Cities shimmer like constellations turned inward, rivers glint beneath the moon, and forests murmur in their sleep. From space, it looks like a single breathing being, oceans pulsing, clouds swirling, light blinking in steady rhythm. Everything alive is part of that dream. Coral drifting, wolves howling, children breathing. The planet never truly sleeps. It rests in motion, renewing itself with every heartbeat of rotation. You are part of that motion, a thought within the mind of Earth, brief but bright. Each inhale you take mirrors its own. Each heartbeat matches its spin. When morning comes, the dream doesn't end. It simply changes shape. The Earth awakens into itself, carrying all its living memories forward. To live here is to dream with it, softly, endlessly, together. The moon has followed us since before we had names for wonder. Long before language, before maps or myths, it rose above forests and oceans, silent and steadfast. While the Earth spun through chaos, the moon watched in perfect stillness, holding light it did not own. Every night, it returns, not out of duty, but rhythm. That rhythm has shaped tides, cycles, and sleep itself. Its gravity tugs at oceans and hearts alike, creating balance where there might have been only drift. We once feared its shadows, then learned to walk by its glow. Lovers met under it, wolves sang to it, and dreamers traced stories across its face. The moon became more than rock and dust. It became memory. Its quiet pull reminds us that distance can still mean connection, and that beauty doesn't need to burn, it only needs to reflect. Look up long enough, and you'll feel the hush between your heartbeat and the stars. That's the moon listening back. It never speaks first, but it always answers softly, through the tides, through time, through you. Once, the Earth and moon were one. A single world until a great collision split the sky open, scattering molten fragments into orbit. Out of fire came distance, out of destruction, balance. From that chaos, the moon was born, not apart from Earth, but of it. It carries our minerals, our memory, our motion. Every shimmer of its surface is a reflection of ancient fire, cooled into calm. When light from the sun touches it, the moon answers gently, passing that glow to us like a quiet messenger. Reflection is its language, not just of light, but of patience. It shows us how to hold brightness without claiming it, how to shine without burning. The moon's creation story isn't violent anymore. It's proof that even separation can become harmony. It circles us not as a fragment lost, but as a partner found. Every orbit is a reminder. Distance does not mean departure. Sometimes stepping away is the only way to keep dancing. Beneath the ocean's surface, the moon's invisible hand is always moving. It doesn't push, it pulls. It lifts entire seas and lets them fall again. A pulse so vast it shapes coastlines and cradles life. Each tide is the earth breathing in time with its companion. The moon whispers, and water listens. That slow rhythm guided the first creatures onto land, gave birth to migration, and set the clock of every wave. Its pull is gentle but constant, the kind of strength that never shouts. If you've ever watched the tide rise, you've seen gravity made visible, love turned liquid. It reminds us that power can be silent, that influence doesn't need noise. Even now, when you stand by the shore and the water creeps forward, that's the moon greeting you. And when it pulls back, it's saying goodbye, only to return again as it always has for billions of years. A promise written in motion, kept in water, whispered in reflection. The moon lights our nights not to erase darkness, but to teach us how to walk through it. It glows softly, never too bright to blind, never too dim to lose. It illuminates edges, hints, shapes. The world half seen, half imagined. Its glow is the language of calm courage. Enough light to keep moving, enough shadow to dream. Poets call it a lantern, but it's more like a friend holding a candle while we find our way. Cities have built their rhythms around it. Calendars have bowed to its phases. Its crescent is a smile, its full face a reminder that completion is brief and beautiful. Clouds may hide it, but never erase it. The moon teaches presence, to shine when it's your turn, to rest when it's not. When you look up and see it drifting above the rooftops, remember that it's sharing borrowed sunlight, proving that reflected light can still warm hearts. Every month, the moon changes, not because it wants to, but because that's how light lives. It fades and returns, teaching the art of renewal. Its phases are like breathing. Inhale to fullness, exhale to rest. No phase is final. The new moon hides so the stars can speak. The full moon glows so the world can see. Together, they form a perfect rhythm, presence and pause. For centuries, humans have lived by its pulse, planting, harvesting, celebrating, sleeping. The moon's patience is endless. It never rushes its glow, never hurries to disappear. It trusts its orbit, and in doing so, reminds us to trust our own cycles, to dim when tired, to shine when called. Watching it change, we learned that beauty isn't in permanence, but in return. You don't need to be full to be whole. Sometimes half lit is enough to move oceans. When sunlight fades, the moon gathers the pieces of day that fall behind. Its shadows don't hide things, they rest them. The dim light spilling across mountains, rooftops, and faces doesn't erase detail. It softens it, letting the world exhale. Under moonlight, everything becomes gentler, quieter, closer to truth. The moon teaches us that clarity doesn't always need brightness. Sometimes, understanding blooms in shade. Artists call it silver hour, when the world is outlined in calm. Animals move with confidence through its glow, guided not by sight, but by rhythm. Humans once feared those long shadows, mistaking quiet for danger. But the moon kept rising, showing us that darkness isn't empty. It's protective. It gives dreams a place to unfold, and imagination a canvas wide enough for wonder. Even now, when clouds drift across its face and the light flickers, we hold our breath. The shadow never wins. It simply frames the glow. Every night, the moon proves that contrast is not conflict, it's balance. The moon doesn't just mirror sunlight, it mirrors us. Every phase, every shimmer finds its twin in human feeling. The thin crescent resembles curiosity, the half-moon balance, the full moon fulfillment, the waning moon release. We project our moods upon its surface and somehow it answers back. When joy floods the night, the moon seems brighter. When sadness hangs heavy, it feels distant, yet it never changes. Only our hearts do. That is its wisdom, reflection without judgment. In its cratered stillness, we see resilience, scars that glow rather than fade. Poets, painters, and lovers have poured their longing into it, and it never breaks. It absorbs everything, radiates nothing but calm. Watch it rise over an ocean or through city glass. You'll feel an unspoken truth. The moon doesn't belong to any of us, yet it understands all of us. It's the quiet witness of humanity's tides, a patient mirror that reflects not faces, but feelings. It reminds us that emotion, like light, is meant to be shared. The moon drifts through the sky like thought through sleep. It circles above while we close our eyes below, anchoring dreams in motion. Many believe it shapes how we sleep, that its fullness stirs imagination, that its absence deepens rest. Perhaps it's true. The moon's rhythm hums beneath consciousness, syncing pulse to planet. Ancient travelers' time journeys by its light. Now, night workers and poets do the same. Every orbit is a lullaby, a reminder that motion can soothe rather than disturb. It keeps Earth's axis steady, protecting the balance that makes dawn possible. Even asleep, we're part of that partnership, our hearts aligning with its pull. The moon's orbit isn't lonely, it's devotion made geometry. Around and around without fatigue or complaint, it circles to remind us that constancy can be art. When we dream, the moon keeps watch, patient, silent, and endlessly returning. Every beam of moonlight is old. It left the sun a second ago, touched the moon, then crossed space to reach your skin. Already a memory when it arrives, yet it feels immediate, intimate. The moon holds time in layers of dust and silence. Every crater is a calendar, every ridge a verse. It has watched oceans form, continents drift, civilizations rise and fade. Empires have used it to mark months, yet it remains untamed, unchanged. Looking at it is looking backward, into the archive of light. When you see its glow on water, remember that shimmer began in a star, traveled through stone, and ended on your breath. The moon's timeline folds into ours so smoothly that we forget how far it has come to reach us. It shows that history doesn't vanish. It illuminates quietly like silver dust over memory. To gaze at it is to touch every night that ever was. The moon doesn't end the night, it completes it. Every reflection it sends to Earth finds an answer in us. Our bodies, our tides, even our thoughts hum faintly in lunar rhythm. We are mostly water, and the moon is our unseen metronome. Its presence softens chaos. Its distance teaches patience. When it vanishes for a few nights, we feel the gap, the pause before return. The moon reminds us that absence is only another form of orbit. In its endless cycle, we recognize our own, shining, fading, learning to appear again. Look up and you'll notice it never truly leaves. It only changes how it's seen. So do we. The moon's echo lives in every calm breath, every pulse that steadies in the dark. We are reflections of reflection itself, fragments of light learning to glow. As the night deepens, let that thought drift over you like silver tidewater. You're not beneath the moon, you are within its light. Close your eyes and you can feel it. The slow rise and fall inside your chest, a miniature ocean guided by the pull of rest. Every inhale gathers the day's fragments. Every exhale returns them to calm. The universe has always moved like this. Expansion, contraction, breath. The sea copies the stars and your body copies the sea. Dreams begin in that echo, the hush between waves. Thought drifts outward, loses shape, becomes current. The mind stops naming things. It starts listening. Water and consciousness merge into one rhythm, folding sound into silence. If you could see yourself from afar, you'd appear like a blue planet at peace, turning in darkness, wrapped in cloud and whisper. Sleep is not escape. It's participation in a larger motion, the same motion that bends galaxies and tides alike. Nothing in this rhythm hurries. It only continues, timeless and true. The tide within you is ancient, and tonight it returns home. The surface of the sea glows faintly, mirroring constellations above. As you drift through the soft pull of dreams, stars shimmer like memories returning to visit. Light travels for ages just to touch your eyelids. It arrives not as brightness, but as warmth. Each point of light is a thought dissolving, a question finding rest. The horizon disappears, leaving only motion, gentle, endless. Here, gravity loosens its hold. You float between breaths, neither rising nor sinking. The ocean hums with a sound older than time, a lullaby of friction and foam. Even the moon joins in, scattering silver across the water, tracing paths for wandering minds. You drift, untethered yet held, part of a vast communion of sleep. The stars no longer seem distant. They are ripples, moving through you, patient and kind. Tonight, you are both wave and sky, dreamer and dream, suspended in perfect balance. Beneath the calm surface, shapes begin to form, familiar, half forgotten. Dreams build islands out of memory, floating continents of emotion. A scent, a voice, a laugh appears for a moment, then drifts away like foam on a tide. Nothing here is lost. Everything is simply lighter. The mind gathers fragments of the day and lets them dissolve into symbols. A bridge, a bird, a door that opens to starlight. On these islands, time bends gently, childhood stands beside tomorrow, and both smile without speaking. You wander without feet, carried by thought made water. Each wave erases a footprint and writes another. This is how healing happens, not through effort, but through soft repetition. The ocean remembers for you so that you can rest. It whispers in liquid language, you're safe, you're home, you can let go. When the morning comes, only peace will remain, washed clean by the tide of dreaming. Deeper still, the world becomes soundless. No wind, no heartbeat, only the quiet pressure of presence. This is the ocean's cathedral, where silence hums instead of echoes. Dreams here move slowly, shaped by currents unseen. Each one carries fragments of thought through corridors of blue. Sometimes an image flashes, a hand, a planet, a ripple of light, and then fades into calm. The deeper you drift, the softer you become, until identity itself feels optional. The universe is vast enough to hold your forgetting. In this depth, the boundaries blur. Self becomes sea, sea becomes sleep. Even light slows, bending into stillness. What remains is awareness without worry, a luminous quiet that touches everything. The ocean doesn't need you to swim, it asks only that you drift. In the end, silence is not absence, it's completion. Here, in this depth of rest, you remember what it means to simply be. Above the vast calm, the moon glides, pouring a silver path across the sea. Each ripple captures a fragment of its glow, scattering light like small awakenings. The surface shimmers between real and imagined, half reflection, half memory. The moon does not command the water, it converses with it. Their dialogue is ancient, written in tides and echoes. When you dream, you join that conversation. Your breath becomes a wave, your thought a glimmer. The moon speaks softly. Rest is not the end, it is the return. The ocean replies with motion, promising to carry you wherever calm is found. In that exchange, you drift further into ease. Stars fade behind veils of mist, and your pulse aligns with the rolling hush below. Tonight, the moon lights only what it must, the space between thought and surrender. There, in that quiet shimmer, the dream deepens, and you disappear gently into light. Beneath the gentle surface, the sea itself seems to sleep. Waves slow until they are barely movement. a steady heartbeat echoing through depth. Fish drift instead of swim. Coral opens like lungs exhaling. Even the smallest currents rest, content with their own rhythm. Sleep here isn't stillness, it's surrender. The sea surrenders to the moon to gravity, gravity to time. Everything yields, and in yielding finds peace. You float in that same permission, weightless among dreams. No thought pushes forward, no memory clings. The mind loosens its grip and becomes tide, rising and falling without purpose. This is the secret the ocean keeps. The world doesn't stop when it sleeps. It simply becomes honest. Every drop returns to what it was always meant to be, calm, reflective, whole. And as you drift, the ocean holds you, not as a guest, but as a part of itself. Sleep isn't departure, it's belonging. At the center of every wave lies stillness. Even in storms, there's a point untouched, a heart of quiet. You arrive there now, carried by the long pulse of rest. Around you, water moves, but does not disturb. Light from distant stars filters down, bending through layers of blue and gold. Each shimmer marks another moment of release. Thoughts scatter like sand, impossible to count, unnecessary to gather. The world outside continues, tides, winds, voices, but they belong to another realm. Here, you are untouched by urgency. Still water is not empty. It's full of patience. Every molecule hums with calm, waiting for nothing. The heart of stillness doesn't need your name, your story, or your plan. It recognizes you as silence wearing shape. When you feel that recognition, peace doesn't visit, it stays. The water doesn't ask you to float anymore, it simply keeps you. Somewhere ahead, the horizon begins to pale. Dreamlight thins into morning. You feel it before you see it, a warmth spreading gently through distance. The sea changes color from ink to silver, from silver to soft gold. Waves whisper against unseen sand. They don't end, they arrive. This is the shore where night becomes day, where dreams return what they borrowed. The mind, refreshed, begins to rebuild its edges, slowly, tenderly. You sense familiar things returning: time, self, gravity. None of it feels heavy. The ocean retreats not in loss, but in promise. It will wait for you each night. Above, gulls stir, somewhere a window glows. Dawn doesn't break here, it breathes. And you, carried by the final wave, open your eyes within that breath. Sleep has done its work. You are whole again, polished by quiet, warmed by return. The sea remembers you. It carries the shape of every sleeper who has ever drifted through its rhythm. When you rest, you lend it your heartbeat. When you wake, it keeps the echo. This partnership is eternal. Earth turning beneath sky, sky mirrored in water, water reflected in you. The dreamer and the sea are one story told in two voices. Every dream is a tide returning to understanding. Every tide is a dream reaching for land. Even when you are far from the shore, you remain connected by motion. Close your eyes anywhere on earth and you can hear it, the ocean inside your blood calling back. It says, I am you, remembering calm. You are me, learning to rise again. The sea doesn't end. It continues through you. Together, you create the gentle pulse that keeps the world alive. There is one final wave, soft as breath, that carries you beyond words. It lifts without effort, turns without direction, and lowers you into peace so complete it doesn't need a name. The stars fade, the sea stills, and even the moon bows out quietly. What remains is rhythm, the memory of motion, the echo of calm. You realize the entire universe breathes exactly as you do. A long inhale of creation, a longer exhale of surrender. That is all existence has ever been. Tides of being, rising and resting endlessly. As the last wave slides back into eternity, you feel it. You were never separate. The ocean, the dream, the light, all of it was you, remembering itself. And as sleep deepens into silence, a whisper lingers on the tide. Thank you for being part of the sea. The universe does not end with silence. It ends with understanding, a soft awareness that everything which seemed separate was only one rhythm in disguise. You've drifted through galaxies, stars, oceans, and dreams, and somehow arrived back at yourself. The same breath that began the cosmos still moves through you now. When you exhale, starlight leaves your body. When you inhale, the universe returns home. The journey was never outward, it was always returning to peace, to belonging, to the quiet pulse beneath all sound. The light you see behind closed eyes isn't imagination, it's memory. The universe remembers what it felt like to become you. Every atom in your skin once burned in a star's heart. Every thought once floated in interstellar dust. You are ancient beyond measure, and yet brand new in every moment. The cosmos has written your name in light, erased it in waves, and written it again. Endless, gentle repetition, like the sea smoothing the shore. To exist is to shimmer for a while, and then rest. You are not small inside the universe. The universe is vast inside you. Its galaxies spiral in your bloodstream. Its gravity holds your heart steady. Time bends around your awareness. Every moment you've lived, the laughter, the silence, the ache, all of it is woven into the same infinite tapestry. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is forgotten. The stars don't remember your name, but they hum your pattern. And that hum is enough to keep eternity spinning. Now the universe begins to dim its lights, not as an ending, but as an act of care. Nebulae fade to ember, oceans fold into hush, and the moon closes its silver eye. Night does not disappear, it simply rests in another sky. The cosmos exhales. You exhale. Everything aligns in a single rhythm, the one you've been hearing since the first moment of creation. Calm, patient, endless. If you could step outside of time and look back, you'd see yourself as light, drifting through layers of dream. You'd see how the galaxies turned, how the planets spun, how each thought you ever had rippled outward, changing everything, even in silence. Every calm moment you felt has already echoed across worlds you'll never see. That is your legacy, not fame, not permanence, but peace. You've added stillness to the noise of existence. You've added softness to the stars. Somewhere in the darkness, a new star is forming. It doesn't know its name yet. It doesn't know that someday, billions of years from now, someone will look up at it and find comfort. That's what light does. It travels far, carrying warmth for strangers. You too are light. What you've become tonight will travel. Your calm will touch others in ways you may never witness. The universe continues, and through you, it glows a little quieter, a little kinder. And now, at the edge of waking, the universe whispers one final truth. You were never meant to conquer the stars. You were meant to remember that you already are one. The last light fades, not gone, just absorbed, folded back into the great ocean of everything. Sleep has done its work. The cosmos watches over you, patient and proud. You have drifted through creation and returned whole. Good night, traveler of stars. May your dreams remain infinite. As the universe turns once more in its endless sleep, may your breath move with it, calm, steady, infinite. You are part of the stars, part of the sea, part of everything that ever dreamed of light. Rest now, traveler. The cosmos keeps your heartbeat safe, and the night carries you home.